Good afternoon, guys. Hello, hello. How are you doing?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Miss Wendy. How are you?
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Edwin. How are you doing?
I'm fine, teacher.
Nice, Edwin.
Hi, teacher.
Hi, Miss
Hi,
Tanya.
teacher.
Hello, Kenya. Miguel Cuellar. Hello. How are you? Hey,
Hello,
Jessie.
teacher.
Hello. Jessica. Hello, Jessica.
Hello, teacher.
Hello. Okay, guys, are you ready for the class? Yes? Someone can tell me what did we study last class? Can you give me some examples of regular verbs? Which could be a regular verb? Mr. Miguel, ¿puede darme un ejemplo de un verbo regular?
Look at.
Looked. Nice. That is one, right? Looked, right? Recuerde la última pronunciación, ¿verdad? Like a T. Looked, right? Nice. Okay.
Yes, teacher.
Okay, Karen. Give me an affirmative sentence using simple past, a regular verb. Affirmative one. Una afirmativa, Karen. In past.
Mary played with the piano yesterday.
Played the piano yesterday. Who?
Mary.
Okay. Mary played the piano yesterday. So that is an affirmative sentence, right? In past. Excellent, Karen. What about the same sentence? Mary played the piano yesterday. The same sentence but in negative. Miss Wendy, in negative. La misma oración que dijo Karen, but in negative. ¿Cómo sería en negativa? Mary played the piano yesterday.
Mary didn't not play the piano yesterday.
Nice, right? Mary did not play the piano yesterday. Great. Nice, Miss Wendy. And what about a yes-no question? Jessica? Yes-no question. ¿Cómo sería una yes-no question? ¿Podrías decirme esta oración? Mary played the piano yesterday. Como pregunta, ¿cómo le haríamos?
Did Mary played the piano yesterday?
Excellent, Edwin. Nice. Did Mary play the piano yesterday? You can say yes, she did, or no, she didn't, right? Great. Excellent, guys. Is Wendy. Okay, here we have the homework, right? You have to classify the verbs in the three pronunciations that you have there, right? The ch, the, and the ed sound. For example, Miss Wendy, which verbs do you have in the first column? In the first column, which ones? Yes?
Worried?
Worried.
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 Worried. Ajá. Another? Dígame todos los que tienen esa columna. And the sound. T sound, right?
Okay.
Okay.
Worried. Phoned. Called.
Cold. Ajá.
Cried.
enjoyed,
Yes.
cried,
Cried. Mm-hmm.
played,
Yes.
climbed,
Climbed. Mm-hmm.
lived,
Yes.
lived,
Mm-hmm.
cleaned,
Mm-hmm.
stayed,
Okay.
married,
Mm-hmm.
listening,
Okay.
only.
Only. Mm-hmm. Nice. What about with that is the D sound, right? Not the T. You say worried, right? Enjoyed, married, listened, cried, played, climbed, lived, arrived, stayed, cleaned, traveled, opened, carried, cold, enjoyed, and fund, right? The sound. Usted me dijo la columna 2, Miss Wendy, ¿verdad? Los que se pronuncian con D. But they
Yes.
are okay. Nice, nice, Miss Wendy. Thank
Good.
you. Yes. But now with the first column, who wants to tell me the verse that you have there? Ya Miss Wendy nos dijo lo de la segunda columna. ¿Quién quiere participar y decirle de la primera columna? The T sounds. We'll ask someone. So, Mr. Goodwin, good afternoon. Can you help me with the T sound, the first column?
Finished,
Yes? All of them.
talked,
Talked. Yes.
um, looked,
Yes. Looked.
only three
Only 3?
out.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Goodwin. So, there you should have finished, listen, finished, missed, washed, talked, looked, asked, liked, walked, right? Stopped, that is that double P there, right? Mixed, right? And plant. That is the plant, that is the double D, that is in D sound, right? Sorry. Plant, that is in the D column, right? Nice. What about the ED?
Mrs. puede ser.
Needed?
em,
Mm-hmm. Do you have needed there? Oh,
no,
no, right. What about repeat, Kenya? Repeat? Repeat it? Maybe, right?
my,
Uh-huh.
visit is algo.
Visited. Uh-huh. Oh, you have visited there. Uh-huh.
Graded,
Tidied. Mm-hmm. Yes.
graded,
Tidied. Nice. What else?
hated,
No. Maybe decided. Decided.
livid,
Right? Uh-huh. Decided. Yes. Visited. That's another one. And repeated, Kenya. That's another one. Repeated. Nice. Right? So maybe you will have there decided also. Decided. That's another one. Nice. Okay. So guys, thank you, Kenya. Thank you so much. We're going to continue with an activity. So you're going to listen. you're going to listen a short text, right? And I want you to complete that text with the missing verbs, right? So you're going to listen the audio 3 times. And I want you to fill in the blanks with the correct verb. Then we are going to check the answers and we are going to read that information. Okay? So I just want you to ask you for a favor, guys. If I ask you something, answer. If you don't know the answer, just say, I don't know. But don't be so quiet. I need it here because I need that you participate, right? And this will be the last time that I will say this. If you don't answer my questions, I'm not going to ask you anymore and I will continue teaching my class without you, okay? So, we're going to listen to this 3 times. You are going to fill in the blanks with the missing words. If you have a notebook or something and you can write down, right, the missing words or the missing verbs, that will be better, right? So, listen 3 times, yes? And fill in the blanks with the missing information, okay? So, go ahead, guys. We're going to listen to this. Are you able to see my screen, right? Yes? Mr. Goodwin, ¿puede ver la pantalla?
Yes, teacher.
Okay, nice. So, listen 3 times. Let's listen to the first time.
It was time for a haircut. Lenny didn't even have to look in the mirror, even though he...
¿Se escucha, Miss Wendy? ¿El audio?
No,
¿No? No se
un
escucha.
poquito, tal vez pudiera subir el volumen.
Volumen, ok. Ok. Nice.
Time for a haircut.
And now? Much better?
Yes.
Okay, nice. So,
Yes.
listen to the audio 3 times. Go on.
It was time for a haircut. Lenny didn't even have to look in the mirror. Even though he was going bald, he knew that he needed to cut his hair every 2 weeks. He had a ton of hair on the top of his head. His hair was thinning at the crown. He still had plenty of hair on the sides and back. It was what they call salt and pepper, a mixture of gray hair and dark brown hair. It was only a few years, he figured, until the salt and pepper became just salt. He never let his hair grow for more than 2 weeks. The longer it got, the worse it looked, he thought. He spread a newspaper over the bathroom sink so that no hair went down the drain. He plugged in the clippers and started cutting his hair. He started at the back of his head, went to the sides, and finished on the top. Every minute or so, he had to clean the hair out of the blades with an old toothbrush. Finished, he picked up a hand mirror to check out the back of his head. Everything looked okay. He carried the newspaper back out to the kitchen and shook the hair clippings into the trash can. Then he took a shower. It was time for a haircut. Lenny didn't even have to look in the mirror. Even though he was going bald, he knew that he needed to cut his hair every 2 weeks. He had a ton of hair on the top of his head. His hair was thinning at the crown. He still had plenty of hair on the sides and back. It was what they call salt and pepper, a mixture of gray hair and dark brown hair. It was only a few years, he figured, until the salt and pepper became just salt. He never let his hair grow for more than 2 weeks. The longer it got, the worse it looked, he thought. He spread a newspaper over the bathroom sink so that no hair went down the drain. He plugged in the clippers and started cutting his hair. He started at the back of his head, went to the sides, and finished on the top. Every minute or so, he had to clean the hair out of the blades with an old toothbrush. Finished, he picked up a hand mirror to check out the back of his head. Everything looked okay. He carried the newspaper back out to the kitchen and shook the hair clippings into the trash can. Then he took a shower.
Okay, guys, listen to the last time.
It was time for a haircut. Lenny didn't even have to look in the mirror. Even though he was going bald, he knew that he needed to cut his hair every 2 weeks. He had a tongue of hair on the top of his head. His hair was thinning at the crown. He still had plenty of hair on the sides and back. It was what they call salt and pepper, a mixture of gray hair and dark brown hair. It was only a few years, he figured, until the salt and pepper became just salt. He never let his hair grow for more than 2 weeks. The longer it got, the worse it looked, he thought. He spread a newspaper over the bathroom sink so that no hair went down the drain. He plugged in the clippers and started cutting his hair. He started at the back of his head, went to the sides, and finished on the top. Every minute or so, he had to clean the hair out of the blades with an old toothbrush. Finished, he picked up a hand mirror to check out the back of his head. Everything looked okay. He carried the newspaper back out to the kitchen and shook the hair clippings into the trash can. Then he took a shower.
Okay, guys, so do you have the answers? Let's see the first one, right? It was time for a haircut. Lenny? What is the answer there? Lenny, what?
Okay. Gabe.
Didn't.
Gabe?
Kate.
No. Sorry, Edwin? Which is that one?
Didn't.
Didn't, right? Yes,
Didn't.
didn't. That is in negative. Edwin didn't. Nice. It was time for a haircut. Lenny didn't even have to look in the mirror. Even though he was going bald, he knew that he what? Needed. Excellent. Needed, right?
Needed.
Needed, nice. To cut his hair every 2 weeks. Nice. He has a tongue of hair at the top of his head. His hair was thinning at the crown. He still had plenty of hair on the sides and back. It was that they called salt and peppers. A mixture of gray hair and dark brown hair. It was only a few years. What is that one?
Good.
No. No, that is not one, Mr. Goodwin. Who has that? He? That is like tricky verb, maybe, right? But you have there figured. Figured. Later we're going to see how to write it, right? Figured until the salt and pepper became just salt. He never let his hair grow for more than 2 weeks. The longer it got, the worse it looked. Nice. Looked. Excellent. Looked. Nice. So he thought. He spread a newspaper over the bathroom sink so that not hair went down the drain. He plugged in the clippers and
Started.
yes,
Part.
I pass, right? Started cutting his hair. He started at the back of his head, went to the sides, and
Finished.
excellent.
Finished.
Finished on the top. Every minute or so, he had to clean the hair out of the blades with an old toothbrush. Finished, he picked up a hand mirror to check out the back of his head. Everything looked okay. That is the last one. He what?
Carried.
Good.
Yeah, he carried.
Carried.
Yes, carried a
Good.
newspaper back out to the kitchen and shook the hair clippings into the trash can. Then he took a shower. Nice. Okay, now we're going to see, right, the missing words. There you have them. Look. The first one, didn't, then needed, then figured. That is figure, right? Figured until, right? Looked, right? Started, finished, and the last one, carried. Yes? So, Edwin, can you please read the first paragraph, please? Read the first one.
It was time for a haircut. Lenny didn't even have to look in the mirror, even though he was going bald. He knew that he needed to cut his hair every 2 weeks.
Excellent. Thank you, Edwin. Can you please continue, Miss Wendy? The second paragraph.
Okay.
Nice.
He had a longer of hair on the top of his head. His hair was thinning out the front. He still had plenty of hair on the side and back. It was what they call salt and pepper, a mixture of gray hair and dark brown hair. It was only a few years, he figured, until the salt and pepper become just salt.
Excellent. Thank you. Kenya, continue, please.
He never let his hair grow for more than 2 weeks. The longer it grew, the worse it looked. He thought.
Thought. Nice. Thank you, Kenya. Mr. Goodwin, please.
He spread the newspaper over the bedroom sink so that no hair went down the drain. He plugged it into the clippers and started cutting his hair. He started at the back of his head, went to the sides, and finished on the top. Every minute or so, he had to clean the hair out of the blades with an old toothbrush.
Nice. Thank you. Mr. Miguel Cuellar, can you please help me reading the last one?
Voy a hacer el esfuerzo, teacher.
Okay, nice. Great.
Finish keeping up a head mirror to check out the back of his head. Everything looked okay. He carried the newspaper back of the kitchen. They shook the air, nipping in the trash can. Then he looked a shower.
Nice. Then he took a shower. Excellent. Thank you, Mr. Miguel. Great. Okay, so now guys, I want you to repeat these verbs after me. The first one, are these words, right? Needed. Yes?
Needed.
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 Figured. Figured.
Figured.
Figured.
Figured.
Figured.
Looked. Looked. Listen to the last
Looked.
pronunciation.
Looked.
Nice. The T sound, right? Looked, right? Started. Started.
Started.
Started.
Finished.
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 Yes, the T sound, right? Also, you have there picked. Picked up, right? Picked up.
Picked up.
That's another one, right? Picked up, right? And the last one, carried. The D sound, right? Carried.
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 So I just want you to, thank you guys, nice. I just want you to continue practicing the pronunciation of these verbs, guys. That is very important. Even when I ask you something in past, and if you are using regular verbs, you must pronounce them correctly, right? So don't forget the 3 pronunciations, like the ending of the ed, right? Like T, D, right? The D sound, and ed, right? So let's do another exercise, guys. And I don't know, do you have any question or something that you want to add? Or is everything okay, guys? You have questions? No? Not at all? Okay, let's see. I will share something with you, right? And let me know if you are able to see these, right? Yes? Are you able to see that?
Yes, teacher.
Thank you, Edwin. Okay,
Yes, teacher.
so guys, thank you. There you have complete the sentences with the verbs below in past. Okay, so there you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 verbs, right? So I want you to use those verbs to complete those sentences. For example, we have the first one. Let's look at the first one. Lucy, her birthday presents. Which verb will be the one that you need to use there? Lucy, her birthday present. Which one would you use here, guys? Para completar esa oración, ¿cuál? Tenemos walked, enjoy, like, wash, travel, finish, listen, and study. ¿Cuál verbo nos quedaría mejor en esa primera oración? Lucy, her birthday present. Recuerden que sería afirmativo, ¿verdad? Lucy, her birthday present. What about like, guys? For example,
Enjoy.
that would be good one. Enjoy, Mr. Miguel. But in this sentence, it would be much better if you use like. Yes? Look. Lucy liked her birthday present. Yes? A Lucy le gustó su regalo de cumpleaños. Yes? Este suena mejor, Mr. Miguel, pero está bien. ¿Ok? So, ahora.
Okay.
Nice. Thank you, Mr. Miguel. So now, with the other sentences, I want you to choose the correct verb and you must write it in past, add the ed, right? You will have around 3 minutes. 3 minutes until now, and I want you to work on it, right? So, 3 minutes. 3 minutos, chicos. Trabajen en ellos. Okay, guys, let's check the answers, right? For example, let's see in the second one. Last weekend, I in the mountains for 2 hours. Which verb did you write here? Last weekend, I in the mountains for 2 hours. Yes?
Walk.
Walk.
Excellent. Walked. Right? What is that? Walked. Walked. At the end, right? Excellent. Great. Last weekend, I walked in the mountains for 2 hours. Great. What about the number 3? We the party very much. The party.
Enjoyed.
Enjoyed. Nice. We enjoyed the party
Yes.
very much. Excellent. 4. Ken to his favorite CD yesterday. Ken
Listened.
listened, right? Listened. Yes, listened to his favorite CD yesterday, right? That is with d at the end. Listened, right? Excellent. What about 5? My sister math for an exam.
Studied.
Studied.
Is it correct? ¿Así está bien
Se
el verbo?
pone la I normal.
Ah. You must change.
Y latina.
Exactly, according to the
Change.
rules. You must change the Y to I and add ed, right? Study. Excellent. So, my sister study math for an exam. Excellent. What about 6? They to the US in 2003.
They traveled.
Yes, guys. Traveled. Nice. They traveled to the US in 2003. Great. Excellent. Dad, his car last weekend. Dad.
Washed.
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 Right.
That is that T sound, right? Washed. Washed. Nice. Dad washed his car last weekend. Excellent. And the last one, guys, the film. The film. What?
Finished.
Finished.
Finished. Right? Finished. The T sound, right? The film finished at 11:30. Excellent. Good job, guys. So, do you have some questions so far? No? Questions? All right.
No, teacher.
Okay, now, look at this sentence, the same, right? If I want to write down the first sentence, look. This sentence, the first one. Lucy liked her birthday present, for example, right? If you want to write it down in negative form. How would you do that? How would you write down this sentence in negative? For example, here. Write the sentences in negative. Lucy, her birthday present. How would you write it? ¿Cómo la harían en negativo? La de Lucy.
Lucy didn't
Like
Ajá.
IJ present.
Excellent. So, Lucy didn't like. Nice. Lucy didn't like her birthday present. Yes? Okay. So, you're going to write down the same sentences that you have here since the second one, right? Okay. You're going to write them down in negative. You have 2 minutes. 2 minutes to write them down in the negative form, guys. Do it. Do it right now. In negative. Write down the same sentences but in negative. Here you have them, okay? Do it. Let's do the second one. Who wants to help me? The second one. How would you write this one? In negative. Who?
No, teacher.
Okay, tell me.
Last weekend,
Last.
I didn't not walk in the mountain for 2 hours.
Okay. With ed at the end, miss? Or no? Do I need it?
Last weekend I did not.
Ajá. Necesito ed al final de este
Last
verbo.
weekend I didn't. No.
teacher.
No, right? No, I don't need it. Because you're using the auxiliary didn't, right? So last weekend I didn't walk in the mountains for 2 hours. Nice. Excellent. Thank you, Miss Wendy. Number 3. Who wants to tell me the number 3?
We didn't enjoy the party very much.
We didn't, right, enjoyed to the party, right, very much. Is it okay, Karen? ¿Está correcto?
No, teacher, tendría
No.
que quitar ed.
Exactly. Nice. Great. We didn't enjoy it to the party very much. Excellent. Thank you, Karen. Number 4. Who? Who wants to help me? Ken?
Ken didn't listen to his favorite CD yesterday.
Listen to his, right? And continue. Ken didn't listen to his favorite CD yesterday, right? Excellent. Nice. Thank you, Edwin. Number 5. Who wants to help me with my sister, right? My sister what?
did not study.
Did,
Not
study. Math. Math, right? For an exam. Nice, Kenya. So my sister did not study math for an exam. So remember that here you can use the short form didn't or the long form did not. Excellent. Thank you. Number 6, they what? Who?
They didn't travel.
They didn't traveled with ed, Mr. Goodwin?
To the USA.
Necesito
Yes.
ed? Yes.
No.
Oh, no.
No.
They didn't travel to, right? To
USA in
the
2003.
USA, right, in 2003. Nice. Great, great, great. So, oh, that is the capital letter. Nice. Okay, thank you, Mr. Goodwin. Number 7. 7. Who wants to help me? 7. Dad. Who? Did, didn't, or did not, washed. Yes, wash, Miss Tanya, his car, right? Yes, his car last weekend. Thank you. Okay, thank you, Miss Tanya. Dad did not wash his car, right? So, what about the last one? The last one. Pero no quiero que sea negativa. ¿Cómo la harían pregunta, la última? A just no question. ¿Cómo sería? A just no question.
Did the film finish at 11:30?
Nice. Edwin, did the film finish with ED? Edwin, do I need ED? No.
No.
No, right?
No.
At 11:30 and the question mark. No, right? Here we don't need this one. So, did the film finish at 11:30? The answer? Which would be the answer? If it is affirmative?
Yes, it is.
Yes. Yes, it did, right?
Did.
That is weird, but that is okay. Yes, it did, right? Or no, it, right, did not. That will be the other answer if it is negative, right? It, because you are talking about what? The film, right? So guys, do you have questions? ¿Tienen preguntas todavía?
No questions.
No questions? Is
No, teacher.
everything clear? Excellent.
No, teacher.
Excellent, guys. So, next week on Tuesday, we are going to study the irregular verbs. The irregular verbs in past. No sé si ya revisaron la lista de verbos que les envié. La nueva lista de verbos. Porque ya les había enviado una solo con las pronunciaciones, ¿verdad? Del pasado con ed. Pero también ya les envié otra lista donde están los verbos irregulares y también hay más verbos ahí regulares, ¿verdad? Entonces, quiero que estudien esa listita porque el martes la vamos a necesitar mucho, porque vamos a aprender sobre los verbos irregulares en pasado. Esos no se les agrega ed, sino que cambian totalmente de escritura y obviamente de pronunciación. Okay? Another thing that I want to tell you that after the class, I will assign the second evaluation. So be ready and study first for doing the second evaluation. Okay? So estén listos. Unos minutos después de la clase ya podrán realizar la evaluación, la segunda evaluación de este módulo. Igual, recuerde estudiar antes de realizarla, ¿verdad? Tienen o van a tener hasta el día lunes para entregarla, así que tómese su tiempo para estudiar y sacarse una buena nota. ¿Ok? So guys, if you don't have any doubt or any comment, let's see you next class. See you on Tuesday, guys.
Bye, teacher.
Okay,
Bye,
teacher.
Mr.
Bye, teacher.
Goodman.
Bye.
Bye, take care.
Bye-bye, teacher.
Bye-bye, take care. Have a nice weekend, guys. See you. Bye, Mr. Davy. Take care.